I don't know why you can't just step back for a while, Mom. I don't want to talk to you right now. Yeah, well, you told me if I wanted to live by my own rules, I had to make my own money and pay my own rent, and I do. So no, I will not be coming home for Christmas. I don't care if Grandpa's going to be there. I deal with enough old people already. I don't want to talk about school, okay, Mom? I'll go back when I'm ready. Right now, I need time off to be on my own. Isn't that the whole purpose of college anyway? Mom, I'm not coming home this year, and you're just going to have to deal with it. Yeah, that's fine, Mom. You already kicked me out of the house. What purpose is my room to me anyway? Mom, I have to go, but please do me a favor. Don't call me again until you actually have something of value to say.
Hey, Amy, I know you've got a lot of drama going on with your family right now, on account of all the eavesdropping I do, but I'm gonna need you to stop making social calls during your work hours. Sorry, Norman, it won't happen again. I wouldn't want to do anything to lose this job, which I really need, by the way. Don't worry about it. Your job is perfectly safe. You're the hardest worker I have, and all the residents love you. Well, I'm glad you think I'm doing a good job. Not just a good job, my dear, a great job. Such a great job, in fact, I'm entrusting you with taking tonight's night shift. Whoa, 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 Norman. You're gonna take me away from my family on Christmas Eve? Oh, don't try to pull that. I heard you talking to your mom the whole time. Really, Norman? Is that really all you do? Sneak around and spy on people? Yes, and I'm quite good at it, thank you. You never even knew I was there. Yeah, and I obviously wasn't looking. Still, why do I have to be the one to deal with this tonight? Because you're the best with the residents, and as we speak, there are 3 new ones being moved over here from Whitewall. So, why does that even matter? Well, this storm has brought the worst upon it, I'm afraid. I just got off the phone with the home's owner, and it appears Whitewall Nursing Home was struck by lightning. Oh, wow. Is everyone okay? There was some old guy on the roof with an umbrella, was there? No old guy. The lightning bolt struck the very center of the home's weak roof, causing a massive explosion that brought the ceiling and most of the home to the ground. And every resident from Whitewall was killed in the collapse, except for the 3 that are on their way here now. They were sent to the hospital, but they were cleared in a matter of hours due to the fact that there wasn't even a single scratch on them. Isn't that nuts? Sure is. This weather really has been strange, though. It's Christmas Eve, yet it feels like it could be early October outside. It's not bothering me. I hate snow. It's cold and wet and gets all over your car. I could live a perfectly happy life if I never saw snow again. Terrific. But just so you know, their records were destroyed when the building collapsed. We're not even entirely sure what their names are, so you're probably going to need to get to know them just a little bit. You're really making me do this, aren't you, Norm? You better believe I am, sister. But keep your head up, though. I'm sure they'll have all kinds of stories to tell. Well, Merry freaking Christmas to me.
Thank God that nightmare's over.
Which one? You mean the one where when the building exploding, or the one where we had to walk up that driveway in the freezing rain?
Both! And is it just me, or is it as cold in here as it is out flipping side?
It's just you, Adler. It's like 70 degrees in here. I'd slap a cactus for some ice water.
Ice water? Are you nuts? I haven't been this cold since I waded barefoot through that creek in the war.
Well, with all the complaining you do, it's hard to believe you were ever even in a war.
You betcha hopscotch I was. And I'm telling you, from my soldier's perspective, it's too gosh darn cold.
I don't know what you 2 snowflakes are blabbering about. It feels fine in here to me.
Jim, are you ever disappointed with anything? Your constant optimism really brings me down sometimes.
Yeah, for once I agree with Clifford. You're too gosh darn happy for someone in your situation.
I can't help it, fellas. It's in my genes. And playing the blues all those years didn't hurt my mood either.
Aren't you even a little bit thrown off with everyone being dead and all?
I feel bad they went the way they did. But we all know there was hardly a soul in that home that wasn't ready to go. Only a 1/4 of us could walk. And the other 1/4 of us were being bottle-fed by machines. The way I see it, most of those people were better off breathing in all that smoke.
You're a morbid old man, Jim. But I kind of agree with you. What do you think, Adler?
I guess I'm not quite over it yet.
Now hang in there. We don't need any more casualties after what we've been through tonight.
I'm not dying, you old moron! It's just my usual reaction to the Thursday night meal sequence at Whitewall.
Uh-oh. I forgot we ate that tonight.
Now, come on, you guys. That's ridiculous. How did either of you make it out of there if you can't even keep down some undercooked steak and some bad broccoli?
Norman, come on, I'm tired. Let me go home.
Amy, you're really not attractive when you complain and... Oh my God.
Wait, what? Oh,
Let it all out, guy. Have some Pepto for you when you're done.
Oh, thank God.
Enough! Who are you three?
I'm Adler, this is Clifford, and that's Jim. We're the three from Whitewall.
Oh my God, I'm the home manager, Norman. I'm sorry, but we weren't expecting you until after midnight.
Oh, you weren't. Well, we can come back later if you aren't prepared. There's a nice breeze outside. Real brisk air. Good for the lungs. We'll keep it company for the time being if that's what you require.
Nonsense, we have plenty of room.
Yeah, well, good, because there's no way this old Jew's going back outside.
Back to the complaining already, I see.
Naturally.
Don't mind them. They get cranky every now and then. But after all that's happened tonight, you can't blame them for being a little bit irritable.
hi, I'm Amy.
Are you the lady that makes us the food?
No, I don't cook.
Oh my gosh, wait. How do you feed your husband if you can't cook?
And better yet, why did your husband marry you if you can't cook?
I am not married.
Well, I should hope not. You're completely ill-suited.
Hey, we don't know this girl. It's possible she could have other talents besides cooking.
Of course, you'd be the one to disagree. Hey, girl, you should marry Jim. No matter what you cook for him, he probably won't have a problem with it.
Oh, really? Then why don't you marry him?
He's too happy. We're not compatible.
Oh, I see. What was your name again?
Clifford, ma'am.
Clifford, like the big red dog?
Like the what?
You know, the kids' books about a giant red dog named Clifford? He would use his largeness to help people.
Did Seuss write that? Because I hate that communist rhyme fairy.
No, Seuss didn't write it.
Then it was after my time.
Wow.
Anyways, it is now 8 p.m. and we have to close down for the night. I have to leave, but Amy will be here to take care of you. Have a good night. Oh, and Merry Christmas.
Bye, Norman. You're just the best boss ever.
I don't think he heard you.
Good, because he wasn't supposed to.
Hey, Amy, is there a place where we could sit down and relax and maybe get some food?
Oh, yeah, I'll take you to the living area.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, careful. Oh, I just tripped over it too. Oh my God, this place sucks.
What are you two talking about? It's not that bad.
Jim, shut up for me, will ya?
Well, this is the living area. We've got a table, some playing cards, books, and a broken TV.
Wonderful. Shall we sit down?
I guess so. I'm supposed to get to know you guys since your papers were destroyed and all.
Wait. They really were destroyed?
Yeah, that's what Norman said.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah, definitely. So, what kind of questions did you want to ask us?
What are your last names?
I'm Adler, your mom.
Your mom?
No, your mom.
Wait, what? Very funny, guys.
I told you she'd have to write it down. I told ya.
You're right. What can I say?
I'm glad I bet on Clifford for once.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Prescription drugs are not transferable here, fellas, especially through gambling.
Relax, will ya? They're Tic Tacs. Now, what about the food situation?
Good question, Clifford. Amy, when are we gonna get some food, girl?
What do you guys want to eat?
I'm in the mood for sausage.
We've all decided on breakfast, if that's possible.
That should be all right, but I have to warn you, I'm pretty bad at cooking.
Hey, Adler can help you out. He's pretty good at cooking. Won't you help her out, Adler?
I'm too tired and I don't feel like cooking right now. Especially with her. She'll be all like, well, how do I do this? And I'll be like, I already showed you, gosh.
Will you just help her? We've been through too much tonight to settle for bad food.
He's right, Adler, and you know it. I mean, do you really trust this girl in the kitchen?
Fine, all right, I'll help. But don't even think about criticizing the amount of butter I'm about to use.
Trust me, I would have no idea how much is too much anyway.
Good. So, where's this kitchen?
Oh, right. I'll take you to it.
I just love messing with people. Can you believe our papers are gone? Wait, that means we're free, buddy. We're finally free.
But only if we play our cards right. This girl seems nice, and if we leave, she might get fired.
She doesn't need this job. She just prefers it to college.
But is it really our job to make that decision?
If we don't take advantage of tonight, we'll never make it out of here. We will die here, Jim. Do you want that?
No, of course I don't. But we can't just let our actions influence other people's lives.
No, it's just one job. She'll get another one. She's young, Jim. We're not. We've got to get out of here while our legs still work.
You're right. We have to leave. Tonight. Well, so how much money do you have?
Enough to get the three of us out of town.
Me and Adler should have enough to pay for food and a place to stay.
Good. That means I'll call a cab, but they probably won't be able to send one up until morning, so be ready to go by sunup.
I'll make sure I am. So, what do we do now?
I don't know. Wanna build a fort?
Heck yeah.
This is seriously a kitchen?
What's wrong with it?
It's just that it's so small and the appliances are so crappy.
Well, our budget sucks. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it for you. While we're here, though, is there something I can get you? Do you want a glass of water while you cook?
Well, sure, if you're offering. Thank you.
No problem. It's my job.
How long have you been doing your job?
About 6 months.
Oh, about a half a year. Pretty cool. What did you used to do before this?
I went to college at Penn State.
Oh, what did you major in?
Math. I wanted to be a teacher.
Ah, teacher, very nice. They're very important people. They have more of an impact on our world than they think.
Yeah, I like student teaching a lot.
Why did you drop out?
I've been telling myself it was because of the stress, but it was just a teaching degree. It wasn't exactly overwhelming.
Well, if it wasn't the stress, then what was it?
I don't know. I guess I just felt sad all the time. I would work hard all week and barely talk to people, and then on the weekends I would just get sad. So sad I would just lay in bed all day.
Were you depressed?
I talked to a psychiatrist, but he wasn't concerned enough to write me a prescription. Then my grades started to slip, which caused me to lose my scholarship and made my parents freak out. After that, I wanted nothing more to do with them or school.
Wow. You're very open about all this. There's no way I tell a random old guy all my problems like that.
You old people no offense, are the only ones I can talk to. The people in this home are just as sad, if not sadder than me. They get it, and I think that's why I like it here.
That's funny, because I guarantee you most of them hate it here.
Oh, I know. They tell me all the time, and it's not that we don't take good care of them. They just wish they could take care of themselves again.
Some of us still get around all right. Clifford, Jim, and I can do what we can do.
Well, you are the one cooking, so I guess you're not totally useless.
See, that's what I'm trying to say. Everyone still has something they can still do. No one is completely worthless. But it's just this place, and its depressing demeanor. It takes that part away from them, like it was never theirs to begin with.
Do you ever feel like that?
Not since I left that building, no.
Really?
Yeah, it woke me up. I remembered that I could run. It reminded me that there's not always going to be somebody there to save you. Sometimes you just gotta save yourself.
That's a scary thought, don't you think?
Well, maybe. But I find it's true over and over again.
What's your real last name?
Thomas. My name's Adler James Thomas.
You have 3 first names?
Yeah, I know it's really weird, but my parents liked the name James. It was my grandfather's.
That's cool. I'm named after my grandma.
Oh, really? Well, Amy's a very nice name.
Thanks. So what'd you do before you retired?
I was a soldier during Korea, but after that ended, I opened an Olive Garden franchise in Philadelphia. I loved getting there every day, opening it up, getting there early, and just, working on whatever needed prepared for the day.
It's good that you liked your job. My dad's an accountant. He absolutely hates it. He likes golf, though. He played in college wanting to go pro, but it never happened.
I absolutely hate golf. I'm completely terrible at it. Unless we're talking about putt-putt, that is.
I love putt-putt. My dad would take me when I was a little girl.
That's nice. I only got to take my daughter once.
Why only once?
Well, when my wife and I split up, she broke the custody agreement, took my daughter, and fled to God knows where.
Oh my God, that's terrible. What did the court do?
Nothing. I tried to get them to help, but it was out of their hands. I tried to find them, but I had no idea where they went. I would assume that they went to Europe, though, because she had said she always wanted to go there, but I still had no idea. I hired investigator after investigator, but still nobody could find them. Eventually, after blowing every dollar I ever made, I gave up. That evil woman even took the 2 dogs, too, Felix and Ivy.
What kind of dogs were they?
They were a pair of beagles, brother and sister.
I love beagles. Their ears are so cute and floppy.
Yeah, that's why Sarah liked them, too. She always loved their floppy dog ears.
You okay, Mr. Thomas?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just that I haven't said her name in quite some time.
Why did your ex-wife want to get away from you so badly?
I don't really know. The divorce wasn't ugly. It was a mutual split, and everything was civil and polite. It's just that I think she thought that Sarah was going to become a daddy's girl. She was afraid of that, and it would have driven her crazy if that happened. So that's why I think she left, but I don't know. That's what I've always told myself. And to be honest, it's always made me feel a little better about it.
Wow, that's some heavy stuff, bro. When was the last time you were ever in an Olive Garden?
I think 1998 was the last time I ate there.
Would you ever work there again?
Oh, absolutely. Cooking food for people is just about the best way to put a smile on their face. Everyone loves to eat, unless you're anorexic, which in reality just makes you dumb.
I completely agree. I knew a few girls from my school who were anorexic, and I think my roommate was bulimic. I'd be lying in bed feeling all sad and then hear blah, and remember how much college sucks.
Well, sure, it's harder, but it's got to be better than high school, right?
Not really. I was pretty popular in high school. I got good grades, all the teachers liked me. No one was really smarter than me. I was good at high school. College, not so much.
That's a shame. The world could really use another teacher.
Seems like it's got enough to me.
Well, you're still too smart to be doing the job that you're doing, that's for sure.
Thanks, Mr. Thomas.
You can call me Adler. Mr. Thomas makes me feel old.
Okay then. Thanks, Adler.
No problem. Now, let's cook.
I don't know. It didn't really turn out to be a fort. It looks more like a canopy that would go over some sort of throne.
Yeah, but the only problem is we need those chairs to eat with. What's going to be the throne?
Could we maybe flip a trash can over and sit on that?
A trash can throne? Really, Clifford? Has all this hard work just to sit on a trash can under a much nicer canopy?
True. A trash can really isn't worthy of our amazing fort canopy.
We need a real chair. A comfortable one, too.
You know, it's too bad that chair in the main hall is too big.
You're right. It's too wide and tall. It wouldn't be a pleasant fit.
That's what she said.
That's what who said?
Well, you know, that's what she said. It's a joke kids are telling these days.
I don't get it.
I know, me either. I keep trying to figure out how it applies to things, though.
The context you use it in makes me think it might have something to do with, like, a female interior designer having trouble finding the perfect chair that complements the rest of the house.
True. In this situation, it does, but when I first heard the term used, I was describing the concept of the perfect bath to Adler.
What exactly did you say?
I said the perfect one would be rough, 10 feet long, 6 feet wide, and put up a fight. And some punk teenage caretaker chuckles to himself and says, "That's what she said."
But who is she? Because if anyone can explain to us what it is, it's her.
I don't know, Jim. But when we get out of here, we're gonna do some research and find out.
That's what she said.
I still don't get it.
Me neither. But about our chair, however, what are we gonna do?
Let's look around. There's gotta be a chair around here somewhere.
No! Please don't tell me this is what you two have been working on for the past half hour.
Just cereal? Really? What did that girl do?
I didn't do anything. It's not my fault the oven in this place sucks.
She's right. The stove wasn't working at all, so we figured, what was that word you used? YOLO?
YOLO. I said YOLO.
Oh, right. What does that mean again?
You only live once.
How does that apply to a stove not working?
That's kind of a depressing saying.
I meant that since the stove wasn't working, we shouldn't waste time on it because time is precious.
Oh, I get it. Every moment counts. So, you've got to, at any rate, because you only live once.
Exactly. So eat your darn cereal.
Oh, hey, by the way, nice fort, guys. I saw a chair in the hallway leading to the kitchen that would fit nicely in it.
Oh, sweet. Jim, go grab it, will ya?
I've got to do everything around here.
You guys are gonna clean that up, right?
Well, we could. Or you could, because you're the caretaker.
Seriously, you guys are crazy, you know that?
Trust me, you'll be crazy too one day. Just give it a couple decades.
Whatever, I won't be nearly as bad as you guys.
You'll see in time, dear.
It happens to everyone. You're gonna learn fast.
What is mine?
Yeah, let me hand you the cereal.
You guys really set the stereotype when it comes to crazy old men, you know that?
That pretty much sums it up. Well, do you miss anything about college?
Why would I? I make enough money to live on my own. I don't have to worry about what my teachers say or what my parents say. Why would I want to go back to a place where I wasn't free?
That's a fair answer.
You know what? I think Jim and I are gonna go play catch in the hallway with a tennis ball.
Good idea. I, for one, am done with this sorry excuse for a meal, and I'm going to sit in our fort.
I call next.
Then it's me. The rotation will be every hour.
Fine. See you guys in an hour.
Come on, Jim.
Well, have fun.
What do you want?
Your papers were destroyed. I have to get to know you.
I don't want to, though.
Come on, grow up a little. Talk to me. I get it. You're intimidated by my youth and beauty.
In her day, my wife would have put you to shame.
Who was your wife?
Oh, just the greatest person this world has ever seen.
Why?
She was the only person that was ever able to keep me under control.
Really? What do you mean?
Well, back in college, I was pretty crazy. I liked to go to football games and parties with my friends, and things got pretty out of hand sometimes.
How out of hand?
Childish pranks, fights, fender bender or two, dumb kid stuff.
Could you tell me one of those stories?
Oh, I could tell you a million.
So, did you and the girl talk at all?
Yeah, she was asking me a lot of questions since our papers are gone. I didn't give her my real last name, though.
Good. As long as she doesn't know who we really are, we should be okay.
So how exactly are we gonna take our leave of this place?
Well, a taxi should be coming in the morning. They couldn't come now on account of the storm and everything.
Wow, is it really that bad out there?
I guess so. I mean, it certainly was bad enough to blow down Whitewall.
This weather really doesn't make any sense now, does it? A thunderstorm this bad in December? How weird is that?
You're right. It certainly is unusual.
What do you think is causing it? Could it be that global warming thing?
I don't know. It just doesn't feel like that to me.
Well, what does it feel like to you?
Well, it kind of feels like this was supposed to happen. Like that storm, the lightning, and the explosion was all predetermined to happen a long time ago.
What? Like this is our destiny or something?
Something like that. I can't quite describe it myself.
You don't seriously believe in fate now, do you, Jim?
Sure I do. Why?
Well, I mean, isn't it kind of far-fetched? I mean, nobody predetermined that Whitewall was gonna blow up.
I don't know, Atla. I just got a weird feeling. Like this was supposed to happen.
Are you losing it, Jim?
No. I mean, we were the only three to get out of there. How can you explain that?
Well, we were in the right place at the right time is all.
Well, where were you?
I was lying in bed staring at the ceiling and I just reacted.
Well, I was in the first floor bathroom taking a leak. I would have used to close the bathroom upstairs, but Gladys, God rest her soul, she had put it out of order. So when that lightning struck and that building came down, I had enough time to get out of there. Now, you can look at something like that and just call it dumb luck. But I've been lucky before, and it didn't feel anything like that. Looking back at it now, it had to be fate. It just couldn't have been anything else.
Yeah, okay, Jim.
I'm serious, man. We were supposed to be brought here. And I'm not certain of it myself, but I think we were meant to get out of here tomorrow. The three of us were meant for more than just to die in a nursing home.
You're right about us getting out of here, but it ain't happening because of fate. We are leaving tomorrow because we are choosing to. Nothing is prodding us along.
But I don't think we were just meant to escape, though. Like I said, I've been getting weird feelings, like all this has happened before.
Are you losing it? I really think you are. Did some debris hit you on the way out?
No, nothing hit me. I just think we have a bigger purpose here.
Purpose? What purpose? There is no point, Jim. Anyone in our situation who is controlled and directed by so many people should absolutely hate the idea of fate just as much as I do. We are controlled every day in places like this, and that is why we are leaving. People don't have purposes, Jim. We are born and then we die. We live our lives however we choose to. How can you possibly stand there and tell me that fate is real? What purpose, then, did my parents have when they were burned up in that death camp? What was their purpose? What were they put here to do? Nothing! Nothing but die and leave me alone! So tell me, Jim, now that I'm nice and worked up, how can you possibly believe that us being here is a result of a predetermined course set into motion by the hands of fate?
I didn't know about your parents. And I'm sorry. But looking at that, some people could say you were their purpose. They got you out of there, didn't they? You survived. Looking at that kind of makes you their destiny, doesn't it?
Oh, Jim.
It's okay, buddy. I still don't know what our purpose here is, and I need your help to find it. But will you help me?
I guess I'll try. I'm still not convinced, though. But if you're right, I'm sure I'll see it.
Thank you.
No problem. Look, I'm sorry I yelled at you. I'm old. And I tend to do that.
So what were you saying?
Oh, just that I was pretty crazy in college.
What did you major in?
I majored in law. I wanted to be a lawyer.
Did you graduate?
Sort of. I passed all my classes, I just couldn't pass the bar.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, don't be. I didn't really like law much anyway. I just chose it so my mom wouldn't worry.
What did your dad think?
I never knew. He died long before I went to college.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Would you just quit apologizing for things you didn't do? Jeez.
I'm sorry.
No, stop. Just quit apologizing, all right?
All right.
All right. But yeah, my dad died when I was 10. He had leukemia.
That's a shame.
It sure was. But my mom did a good job on her own. She never remarried, which I never really understood until I lost my own wife years later.
What was she like?
You really are nosy, aren't you?
I'm a girl. That's how we work.
Yeah, well, you got that right. Well, my wife, for one thing, was very beautiful. She had these amazing curves. She wasn't a stick like you. She made me good food. She made me laugh. She pretty much made me the man I am today. I loved her more than I've ever loved anyone in my entire life.
Did you have any kids?
Nah. We never really got around to it. She died after we'd only been married for 3 years.
Oh my God, how'd she die?
Well, she was crossing the street on her way home from her sister's. She only lived a block away, and an icicle fell off a tree branch, collided with her head, and killed her.
That's awful. How on earth did you handle that?
I didn't. I shut down. I didn't talk to anyone. I didn't look at anyone. I just waited and let time pass me by, waiting until I could be with her again. That's all I can ever remember thinking about or wanting was just to die so I could see her again. Or at least not have to deal with the fact that I couldn't see her again.
Well, you seem okay now. What happened?
I eventually just came to terms with it. I had mourned her my whole life, and nothing ever came of it, so what was the point? She never would have wanted me to do that. She would have wanted me to realize I could move on and be happy, and after I understood that, I was okay. But I was pretty old when I did.
Do you regret not living your life fully?
It's my only regret. But I get the chance I'll be able to redeem it somehow.
Well, I hope you do.
Thanks.
So, tell me one of those crazy stories from when you were in college.
Okay, all right, okay. All right, Oh, okay. There was this one time. My friends and I, we went out to the movies on the weekend. And we each bought one ticket. And we went in to see the new Hitchcock film. And back then, the projectors weren't as fancy as the ones they are today. So when we got in the theater, we went to the back. And when the movie came on, we all stood up. And we started doing shadow puppets of all the characters. The movie we saw was Psycho. And the woman who got killed in the shower was a kangaroo, and her killer was some sort of bird. Oh, we were crazy kids.
That's what constituted as wild and crazy back in those days? Where was all the alcohol?
Well, we went home and drank beer after, but that wasn't the interesting part.
Man, those days must have been great. I bet there wasn't a whole lot of twerking happening back then.
What in God's name is twerking? Oh my God, no way.
It's all over YouTube.
That's literally idiotic.
Yeah, I know, right?
What's even attractive about that? Whatever happened to just dancing?
I don't know. I guess it just faded away with time.
Yeah, well, it's a darn shame.
Sure is. Hey, Clifford, do you want to dance?
Which kind? Because if you mean twerking, no.
Yes, Clifford, I want you to twerk with me. No, let's real dance.
All right. Go easy on me, though. I'm a little old. Oh, be careful there. Hey. I'm glad someone from this generation still knows what good music is.
It's not like it's from my iPod or anything. It's just what the residents like.
That makes sense. They grew up with this stuff.
It'll be interesting to see the music of today become classic music. I wonder what my grandchildren will think of dubstep.
Now, what is a dubstep?
It's like music made with computer sound techie software stuff.
Oh, okay. So is it like that techno?
In some ways, yes, it can be.
Do people twerk to dubstep?
I'm sure someone has tried.
Yeah, well, time passes too quickly, Amy. I think that's all I've ever truly learned in life. 1 second, I have a new wife and we're starting our lives together, and the next she's gone and I'm all alone. Everything changes so rapidly. You have to take the time to remember things. I can remember our wedding and our honeymoon and our first fight. All memories that used to haunt me, but now I find myself visiting them during the quiet moments of the day. It sort of makes me feel like she never really left at all, you know?
Yeah, I understand what you mean. The people you love don't just leave you. The things they did have an impact on you forever. If they were to just disappear or vanish, it wouldn't hurt so bad.
Very true. I've spent my whole life dealing with grief, and I'm absolutely done with it. Never got me anywhere but here.
All right. Glenn Miller, nice choice, Amy.
It's not like I actually listened to this. It was just what was in the player.
Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with a little jazz now and then. If anything, it makes you smart.
It's okay, I guess.
Hater.
Hey, nice vernacular there, Adler. How was your game of catch with Jim? You two weren't twerking, were you?
It was pretty uneventful.
Yeah, it wasn't the most confrontational game of catch I've ever played.
What Jim said.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little tired and I think I'm ready for some sleep.
I'm right behind you. It's been way too long of a day.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna sleep in the fort.
Are you sure you're gonna be comfortable in that chair?
Yeah, 'cause I've never really liked beds. They've never really felt right to me. I've slept sitting up for as long as I can remember.
That's true. You'd always sleep in your room's armchair.
Whatever floats your boat, then, I guess.
Sweet. Could you maybe give me some blankets?
Sure, I'll go get them.
Yeah, well, night, Jim. See you in the morning.
Night, Jim. Don't say I'm too late.
Well, good night, Amy.
Hey, Jim.
Yes?
I still haven't asked you anything.
Oh, well, what did you want to know?
Were you married?
No.
Are you originally from here?
No.
Did you have an interesting job?
No. Well, nothing to speak of, really. Can we maybe just hit the hay? I'm pretty old and I'm pretty tired.
Well, I can't sleep until I get to know you, so I'm going to keep asking questions until you give me some specific answers.
Fine. No, I wasn't married. I was a bit of a player in my youth, and I never settled down. I used to live in Atlanta until I moved in with my sister after I got out of rehab. I was a professional street performer on the streets of Atlanta, playing the blues. It was a fun life, but it got me caught up with the wrong people, and I got into drugs.
Really? You don't seem like you were ever a junkie to me.
Thank you. I guess you could say I'm one of the lucky ones who cleaned up nice.
What instrument did you play?
I would play guitar and sing original songs. I guess people liked them because I never had to worry about money. I would just sit on that corner and play. After an average day of playing for 10 hours, I'd have anywhere from $120 to $200. I'm talking in back then money, baby.
Why did you quit? Did you save up for retirement or something?
Not exactly. You see, after an average day of playing, I went and got my fix. In my exaggerated state, I picked a fight with some bum in an alley. He came at me with a knife and got me in the shoulder. I just reacted, and I swung at his face, and I thought I hit him, but I missed. My fist crashed into the brick alley wall. Then I collapsed. When I woke up in the hospital, I was arrested for all the drugs in my system. Just to find out that that fist that hit the wall was ruined. And to this day, I still can't strum a single chord.
That's terrible, Jim.
No, it isn't. I deserve what I got that night. You see, I never needed a recording company or an agent to make money with my music. I never even needed a gig. My life was my performance, and the people loved it. I would give anything to be able to stand on that corner again. But I don't deserve that chance. I'm simply too corruptible.
I think you're more than worthy, Jim. You're so nice and laid back. Someone who deserves a second chance is someone who has truly forced themselves to change, and I think you've done that.
Thank you, Amy. I'm glad you think so. Any more questions?
Nah, that's enough for tonight. I'm gonna go to sleep.
All right, good night then. And I'm sorry if I snore. I can't help it. I'm old.
It's fine. Wow, it sure did get late fast. I wonder if Sis has already snuck downstairs to wait for Santa. She used to wake me up and make me go down with her. Of course, she is much older now. I doubt she even believes anymore. Getting older really does suck, but everyone has to do it. What else have I been doing all these weeks if not growing up? Even though I should be at college. But whether you major in math, journalism, art, you're all just learning how to become a pathetic adult. I wonder if Mom misses me. If she doesn't, then she probably never really cared about me anyway. She's probably really mad about what I said on the phone, too. Why am I thinking about this? I'm 21. Why do I care what my mother thinks? I wish I had a place to sleep. Us caretakers really should unionize, or do we already have one? We must not, because if we did, I'd have a place to sleep. I guess it just isn't enough for them to think about us. What am I going to do tomorrow? What does a lone person do on Christmas? Probably nothing fun. Hello? I didn't call for a cab. A man named Clifford did, huh? Well, I can assure you he doesn't need a cab anymore. Yes, I'm sure. Okay, bye. Those crazy old punk bags.
Tonight, the terror begins again.
Amy, why?
Yeah, what gives, Amy? We were all asleep, and then you come in with that satanic techno nonsense.
Why did you call a cab, Clifford?
Okay.
I don't know what you mean.
It got here early, dude. He called and said that you called and your friends wanting to pick you up at dawn.
Well, I don't know anything about that. You know how taxi drivers are.
He wasn't drunk, Clifford, and you need to tell me what is going on.
Okay, Amy, look. It's like this. We hated living at Whitewall, and I figured at least that after a while we'd hate living here too. So once we found out our papers got destroyed, we called a cab and decided we would sneak out in the morning.
How old are you people? You wouldn't have made it out there. Where would you have gone?
Literally, anywhere we wanted. Don't you see? We don't want to be here anymore. Just like you don't want to be in college. We're sick of being told what to do.
You don't know me, okay? I like my job. I hated my college.
Then go to a new college. You don't have to stay at the old one.
It wouldn't be the same. I would still be alone.
And you want alone now?
I have the residents. They love me here. Like I said, it's easy to talk to them. That's why I like you guys.
What if we promised to come visit you? Could we leave then?
Yeah, we'd write letters and stuff. We promise.
I'm sorry. I can't.
She took the phone.
And she's probably gonna be guarding the door too. How are we gonna get out of here?
Well, there's only one way I can think of.
What are you talking about, Clifford?
Those crazy old men don't know crap about me. Hey, Norman, it's Amy. Look, the three from Whitewall tried to escape, but I caught on and canceled the cab, and everything's fine now. You're coming over here. Why? I took care of everything. I don't think you scolding them is gonna make them afraid. Fine, do what you gotta do.
Amy, it's Clifford. He's up on the roof.
What? Why?
Why do you think, you idiot? He's gonna kill himself.
Is he seriously that mental?
Yes. Now hurry. He might have already jumped.
Clifford!
Oh, well, hey guys. What's up?
Get down right now.
No.
Yes.
No.
Seriously, get down right now.
Only if you let us leave.
You know I can't do that.
You can do whatever you want, Amy. We can't. So we need you to set us free.
There's nothing out there for you guys. If there was, you would have found it. But you didn't, and that's why you're here.
Well, you're here too, Amy. And unlike us, you're choosing to be. If there's nothing out there for us, then there's even less out there for you.
Whatever, just get down before you get hurt.
What's the point? I'm already dead anyway.
I think he's gonna do it, Amy.
He's not gonna do crap. If he really wanted to jump, he would have done it already.
Amy, what are you doing?
If you want to jump so bad, jump.
Well, now, Amy, let's be careful. We wouldn't want you to do something drastic.
Drastic? You mean like this?
No, okay. I'll come down. Just put your shoe back on.
Here, let me help you. Clifford, get up.
Oh my gosh. I think he knocked himself out.
Great. Guess who's helping me get him back downstairs?
What is going on here? No resident is allowed on the roof under any circumstances.
Well, Mr. Unconscious here decided he was going to fake a suicide attempt.
How did he do that?
He said he was going to jump, but he didn't, and everything's fine.
He appears to be a bit calmer now, but I have to make sure he won't do anything when he wakes back up.
What do you have there, Norm?
Oh, just something to keep him calm.
I thought we were only supposed to give them what they were prescribed.
We don't know what he is prescribed to take. Just give it to him so we can put him to bed and go home.
Don't do it, Amy. This guy's running a shady home if he thinks he can pump us full of whatever drugs he wants.
Do you need some too?
Hey, be quiet, Stretch. If you come near us with anything like that, I'll hit you so hard you'll be a resident too.
All right, you're next. Amy, hurry up and inject this guy so we...
Amy, don't do this. You know this isn't right.
You know what, Amy? Do it. Prove me right. I don't think you can't.
Finally, some sense is spoken.
I was being facetious, buttface.
I'm sorry, Norman. I can't.
Fine. You're fired. I'll do it myself.
Ugh. Welcome to the home, white boy.
Nice job, Jim.
Good job, Amy. I'm glad you know the difference between right and wrong.
Well, I guess we better get these two downstairs.
No. Oh, hey guys. What's up? What did I miss?
Just Jim laying down one of his signature sneak attacks.
Really? Who'd he beat up?
This Norm guy here, he was trying to medicate you, so I bopped him one.
Nah, thanks, bud.
Oh, and Amy got fired too.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. Now she can go back to college.
I wouldn't go that far. There are still plenty of options out there.
Well, you're gonna at least go home to visit your family for Christmas, right?
I might. I don't know. What are you guys gonna do?
Are you letting us leave?
I don't see why not. I don't work here anymore. You're not my problem.
Well, in that case, how does California sound?
Sounds good.
Great, but how are you gonna get there?
I guess I'll just call another taxi.
Nonsense. I'll take you.
Oh, you'll take us to the airport?
No, I'll drive you to California.
Wait, you want to come with us?
I hear they have some pretty good schools out there. The farther from here, the better.
She's got a good point. And we do kind of owe her. Fine, you can come.
But don't think that means you can boss us around. We're still your elders.
Deal.
Well, you know, I've got a very good feeling about this.
Me too.
Well, I mean, I've been through quite a lot recently, and I think the clouds are starting to clear. I've got a picture in my head of what I've got to do, and I'm pretty sure you'll all see pictures of your own. I'm glad things happen this way.
I feel the same way.
I guess it turned out okay.
It certainly did. Thanks for giving us a second chance, Amy.
Now let's get out of here.
I'll meet you guys outside.
Yeah, okay.
Well, you were right about one thing, Norman. They certainly had their share of stories to tell.